Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I'm sure by now most of you have heard that Philando Castile's killer has gotten away with murder. You all remember Philando Castile, the brother who was in a car with his girlfriend and a baby. The police stopped his brother. They claimed that they stopped him because he had a wide nose and he resembled a suspect. He had a wide nose and resembled a suspect. Think about that. So they stopped his brother. And apparently, at some point, this officer asked for this brother's ID and all this and that. The brother tells this stinking pig that he has a gun, but that he's reaching for his wallet. So he's giving this officer notice that he has a weapon. To put the officer at ease, he tells the officer that he is reaching for his wallet. This trigger-happy pig proceeds to shoot this brother in the arm or the chest, and his brother is bleeding to death. His body is slumped over. He's breathing his last breaths. And while he's breathing his last breath, his girlfriend captures this on Facebook Live, and she talks about what happened. She talks about how this brother was reaching for his wallet. He was not reaching for a gun. And that punkified cop proceeded to kill this brother. This cop went on trial, and today he was found not guilty. And this is nothing but a pattern that we're seeing. A pattern of these cops killing black people. And when they are brought to trial, in the rare cases when they are actually brought to trial, these cops get away with murder. They get away with killing black people. And there's no justice in sight. And they expect us to be pacified. They expect us to be okay with that verdict. They expect us to sit around and just pray for justice. They expect us to peacefully march in the face of all this brutality, in the face of all this injustice. To hell with that, man. Something has to be done. Something real has to be done. The time for business as usual is over with. There must be consequences for these kinds of actions. And I think that aside from us exercising, our rights to protest, our rights to vote by voting out police chiefs that allow this kind of brutality to occur on their watch, by voting out mayors who allow this stuff to occur on their watch, we can make a difference. But aside from just voting, it's time for black people to defend themselves. It's time for black people to organize gun clubs, to patrol our neighborhoods, and to protect our neighborhoods. If these police understand that there will be real consequences for their actions, then perhaps they'll reevaluate how they deal with the black community. If they knew that if you shoot at black people are going to shoot at you. If they knew that. If they knew that if you kill a black person, you will be killed. If they knew that there were real life consequences, perhaps they would change their policies. If they knew that the masses of the people would not just sit around while this injustice occurs. If they knew that the masses of the people would erupt in rage and destroy their property, destroy their businesses, then perhaps they would deal with us in a different way. Enough is enough. I mean, how many times is this going to happen before the masses of the people actually stand up and take real action against these pigs?